one thing my students often ask me is to do a video of me actually sourcing online so they can see my sort of thought process behind these kind of things and actually how I do it. Now, I'm happy to do this. I'm going to do a video now. No guarantee I'm going to find any leads. You know, right now it's pretty dry for leads online, but I'm going to go through a few things, show you my thought processes, and maybe we'll find something, maybe we won't. But yeah, before we get started though, the main thing I want to say is there's no magic bullet or super secret thing to Amazon success. It's a culmination of factors, and one of them obviously being that you do sourcing regularly and eventually you'll find some leads. Now, I've just released a video yesterday, which is my 7 top tips on how to scale your Amazon business from, let's say, £2,000 to £10,000. And that is a really important video because I really give away so many good tips in there that will help you grow your Amazon business. So I'll link it somewhere here and you can go and check that out. But yeah, let's get started and have a look at some products and how I do some sourcing. Now I've got myself a new, what do you call it, Elego Stream Deck here. So if I click the full screen, nope, we want talking head. Cool, here we go. So I'm able to do that just through there. So what I've got here, and I do apologise for anyone who's just bought this or has got this as a lead. I posted this in my Discord, by the way. So I've got a free Discord. If you want to come and join, come and chat to fellow Amazon sellers, want to come and ask me questions, you can join that Discord. Link in the description. It's 100% free. Just trying to build up a really good community. And I posted this in here with the caveat of, I think this is a good lead, but you need to be patient with it. And I'm just going to analyze this as well because someone said to me, oh, there's too many sellers on this listing. And I do agree with that, but again, there's a little caveat to that. So let me go in and have a look at this product. So if we scroll down to the keeper chart here, we can see, you know, this product, and by the way, I've owned this product. I've played this with my friends many, many times, so I know this product very well. And you can see here, sort of, this is a 3-month view, that the price actually sort of sits around the sort of £75, £70 range. And if we go back a little bit further to a year, yeah, the price is a little bit lower, around the £58 range. But, you know, for the past 3 months, it's been higher. But we can basically say this is about, you know, on average, basically lives around the sort of the 58, 60, let's say £60 average. I think that's pretty fair. Now, one thing you can see is that this was on offer a few weeks ago for £20. And what you can see is, and hopefully you can see my mouse cursor here. Yeah, I think you can. Cool, is that we've got a bunch of sellers jumping onto this listing, as you can see here. We've gone from an average of 5 to 10 all the way up to 40 or 37. And you can also see here what's happened to the price. The price has just come tumbling down as everyone is just undercutting each other and the auto prices are just matching. It's just a stupid little price tanking, but it is what it is. It happens. Nothing you can do about it. So you'll see this often with products, that the more sellers that jump on, the more the price drops down. Now, this product here, by the way, sells 24 a month, and that's a keeper estimate. And there is another way you can also look into this, and I'll just go to it now and see if I can get this. So another way to estimate the sales is by using Jungle Scout. Now this oftentimes actually breaks for me on Chrome, so it might not work here, but we'll give it a go. And you can see here that we've got a sales rank of about 39,000. That's pretty consistent, you know, 39,000 right now. Yeah, so we'll put that in. And it's in the toys and games category. So if we go to this and we choose the marketplace of United Kingdom, we choose toys and games, and we put 39,000 in. It really annoys me it does this. So what I'm going to do is I'll add it in what the sales rank is from Jungle Scout. I don't know why it doesn't like me doing it on here, but anyway, I normally do it on Safari. So that is another way you can look at the sales rank, by the way, is looking at Jungle Scout. But we see here we've got 24. You can look at the seller ramp as well. It gives you a rough idea, 24 as well. And sometimes Amazon will show you as well up here if it's selling 50 or more. If it sells less than 50, it won't show. Anyway, the point I wanted to make with this one was someone said to me there's too many sellers on this listing. And yes, that is true. This only sells 24 a month and looks very saturated. However, one of the things I did look at was on the left-hand side, you can see here all the sellers. And maybe I can just zoom in quickly on this so we can just talk about this one here a little bit more. Sorry about the image popping up there. So what we're looking here is left-hand side. And what we can see here is that, obviously let's exclude Amazon, is that generally most people only have 1 or 2 stock in. So yes, this person here has 10, whoever they are. Hopefully you're watching. Sorry if to call you out. This person here at the bottom here. But this guy's got 2, 1, 2, 2. You know, most of these people just have 1 in stock. So it's not going to take many sales to get to the point where there's fewer sellers. And what you can do is we can just keep loading in the number of sellers here. We can get them all in. And we can see here that there's 32. Let's just make it just prime actually. Prime only. There we go. So we've got 31 prime sellers because we're not going to include the Amazon EU one. Now, if we hover over this, we can see it's 1,048 stock. Now, the reason it's got a plus on there is because it's counting Amazon in there, and you know, Amazon just put themselves like 999, which means they can restock it essentially. I don't think they've got 999 in stock. It just means they can replenish it more. But if we remove the 999 from there, what are we left with? We're left with like 49, which doesn't seem that much to me. That's 2 months worth of supply, which seems fine to me. Now, yes, the one, I suppose, thing I will say is if someone has put an order limit on how many you can order, it will not show all of their stock. So, but I don't think anyone here really would have done that. I don't see why you'd care about an order limit. So I think this is pretty accurate. And if you really wanted to see how much stock people have got, you can always go into the data and you can look at offers. And what you can see in here is, just thinking if we should zoom out or not, I think we're okay. You can see how many, yeah, 1 second, let me think. Is this right? That's the price. Oh, sorry, yeah, it's because I'm zoomed in so much. I'm thinking, where is the rest of this? It's on the right-hand side here. Sorry, I just got a bit confused there. I don't normally, obviously, browse with such a big zoom. And you can see here that the stock for these particular sellers. So this seller actually had 20 stock, and then suddenly they've gone down to 7 or 10. So maybe this person did add a limit on, but this person here hasn't. This person here hasn't. And what you're looking for to just figure out if someone's limiting their orders is you'll see that they stocked in maybe 300 of an item, and then suddenly it drops down to 1 or 2 or 5. Yeah, it's a vertical line. That means they basically added an order limit in. So potentially here, this person, I don't think so, but had 6, then it went down to 1. Maybe they put a 1 limit. I don't know. But the point I'm making here is, and that's a good little tip, by the way, just to see some stock. The point I'm making here is, actually, there's only about 60 of these items in stock. What did we say? 49 of these items, excluding Amazon. Which, you know, at 24 sales per month is only 2 months of stock, excluding Amazon. So I think that's a good opportunity. And, you know, there's something that you can go in for. But if you just look at this initially, you'd probably discount this. But, you know, just sometimes it's always worth looking into a little bit more deeply. Especially with something like this where the profit is really good, but it seems to be being killed by a bunch of sellers. So, you know, you can get this from Game, by the way, for £25. So there's a lead there, potentially. Now, what else I was going to say with this one? The other thing, I was going to say was, so this one here is something you could stock, and maybe you could stock 5, 10, 20 of these, okay? And you're going to sell some now, fine, I've got no problem with that. But why not just wait and be patient and put your price up and let everyone else sell out? It's probably going to take you 2, 3, 4 months, but you can just put your stock into Amazon and wait and see wait for the price to come back up. Because once everyone sells out and these seller counts start dropping, we're suddenly going to see the price come back. Now, I don't think it's going to kill this product forever. I think it's just going to be there for a while. But this is just, just a good example of somewhere where you can... A bit of patience is going to help here. If you buy this for £25 and you put it into Amazon, yes, you could sell it now and make £13. And actually, I wouldn't blame you. £13 is a great profit. But if you wanted to make the bigger profit, so selling it for 70 or whatever it is, then you could be patient and wait. So there's a good example there of where patience is going to be key here. And this is the same with multiple products. Sometimes you just need to look and see how the product was in the past, and see if you're just a little bit patient and willing to hold on to the stock for 2 or 3 or even 6 months, then it might be worth it. And someone asked me as well in my Discord group, FBA Moguls is the name of this Discord group, link in description, he asked me, what do I do with all my stock that I'm meant to be holding on to? And the answer is I just send it into Amazon, because we looked at the storage cost, and I'll be honest here, I don't know if this is 100% for... if it's just for me, but I'm pretty sure it's for everyone. But I was looking at the storage costs, and Amazon let you store your items in their warehouses for free for 6.5 months. And this is for just normal size products. And then after so that's 26 weeks, I think. And then after that, it was 50 pence per cubic foot. Now, I'm not sure if that's just for me, or is that a generic sort of charge and time frame? I am not sure. It'd be good if people could let me know, because I'm not 100% sure on that one. But it just shows you how you can have your products into Amazon's warehouse for 6.5 months and not pay any storage fees. And even when those storage fees kick in, they're not even that expensive. So what do? I send it into Amazon and just wait for the most part. But yeah, storage is really cheap in Amazon. So that was a question that someone mentioned earlier. So that's what I do, is I send stuff in. I'm patient and I wait. And in my Discord group, I posted something today where I'm now the only seller left on a listing. So I'm now and it's kind of interesting because the product only sells 6 per month apparently. Yet I've had 2 sales in 2 days now that I'm the only seller left, and I'm making £18 profit on the item. I don't know. But yeah, once you're the last one left, you can ask what price you want and people buy it. So obviously within reason. Cool. So I've gone on a bit more than I expected here in terms of just analysing a product, but just kind of shows you my thought process, I guess. That's the main thing. And so yeah, what I'm going to do is take a 2-second break now, and then I'll go on to actually showing you some sourcing and some thought processes, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Right, so one of the things that I use is, and I'm a big fan of, is using newsletters to find deals and then search those sites. So obviously you don't just want to go onto a random website and start searching products. You're looking for sales and things like that will, obviously give you a chance to find something for a good price. So, newsletters can be a good way. And what I did is I paid my virtual assistant when I had one, or actually, yeah, anyway, to basically go through and subscribe to, 200 sites, whatever it was. And, so I could then do this. But there's a much better and cheaper option. There's something called SalesGazer. It's 100% free. I've never used it myself. I mean, I've signed up, never used it, but you can subscribe to all these newsletters for free. So just use that. I thought it was US only. I don't know why I didn't sign up to it. But yeah, anyway, so you can use that. Cool. So what you can do here is just look through and look for deals. So yeah, that's what I do basically. And in the mornings or whenever, you can go through, look for the deals and see. So we can look for the day, see what's coming. You can obviously see I've not opened any today. And just go and see if anything takes your fancy. And it obviously comes down to what do you... so right now, I'm basically just sourcing 1 or 2 sites. So that's my main thing. I'm just sourcing 1 or 2 sites, and I'm able to just get all my leads from there. I've got replens as well. But if you're looking for like and obviously once you've specialised in a category, see the video that I mentioned earlier about, you know, the 7 tips to grow. You can then obviously subscribe and, you know, subscribe to the newsletters relevant to whatever category you're selling in. So let's go and pick a site. So let me think off the top of my head which might be a good one to go with. Hoagies Online. I have bought from here before, and I have made a lot of money from this website. In one product alone, I've made probably, I don't know, £2,000-3,000. Maybe I can't remember. I can't remember how much I made off it. But here we go. There's a 20% off selected cosmetics, so we can have a look there with Flash 20. So we can start here. And what do you do? Well, firstly, you need to be knowing what kind of brands you're looking for. So right now we've got 964 products. It's a bit overwhelming to be looking at so many products. So I think, and again, it comes down to like, what kind of products do you know? What do you sell? What, you know, all that kind of thing. So for me, you know, I've had good experience with Estee Lauder in the past. So what we could do is we could just narrow those results, and if we just type it in, we can just select them and just narrow it down a bit. So we've got a little bit, you know, it gives us a more manageable work, you know, amount of products to deal with, and we can just start going through. So initially, and then what you can also then do is start. Normally these sites list by best selling and things like that. I like to go to sort of low to high. Or if they do it as not every site does it, but like biggest discount to lowest discount, and those kind of things. And what you can do is you can right click, if you've got Seller Amp, which you should have, by the way. If you don't, link in description. Is you can have it's a Chrome extension, by the way, the one we were looking at earlier. And if you click on this, you can get open. And let me just make sure I zoom in again. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a lipstick expert. But yes, we can go ahead and look at this one. And yeah, so I'll zoom in a little bit. And when we do this right click and search, we can immediately open up Seller Amp. And then we can try and just match up what we've got. Now, lipsticks is a tricky one because there's like so many different types and then shades. Again, this comes down to why you need to be good at specializing for different things. You understand all the different elements of a product. You know, there's like obviously you've got all the different colors of a lipstick, but you've got like gloss, you've got I can't remember ones, all these different types of lipsticks. I'm not a lipstick expert. That you can get, so you need to kind of know, you know, get good at knowing what you're looking for. Become a lipstick expert, for example. You know. So yeah, I mean, this one's kind of more difficult to search in terms of, but what we're looking for is MV Lipstick 250 Quiet Riot. So we've searched that here. I don't know if this is the right one. It doesn't. Oh yeah, we've got matte color. I probably picked a really bad one to do in this example because I'm not good at lipsticks. So I'm going to try and look at some other, because there's so many colors and stuff. It can be quite tricky to find. Let's try and look for this one. So Estee Lauder Futurist Aqua Brilliance 3C0 Cool Cream. Okay, so we've got one here, 3C0 Cool Cream. This looks like this product. Now, I wouldn't go for this one because, and what we can do, by the way, what I'm looking at is I obviously know the price here. We're going to get 20% off, which approximately is going to be about £7 off, which takes us down to about sort of £27. Something like that. I can see the max cost here is $25.78 based on my requirements that I set inside of Seller Amp. And let me just open this one up actually, so we can just have a look at as an example for this one. Even though I wouldn't buy this one, I'd discount this one immediately. And the reason I discount it is because the seller sales rank is too high. It's 13%, which means it's going to get like one sale a month or something ridiculous. but we can see here that the max cost really that I've got set is around sort of £26. So if I did £26, I think that's because my ROI on here is set to 30%. Yeah, so that's why it's saying 25.78. Now it's still good profit, £7.50, but just gives you an idea of what kind of cost you're looking for. Now you get the alerts like IP and things like that, but I've never had an IP issue on Estee Lauder, so yeah, I don't know why that's there. Maybe recently there's a lot of these brands cracking down, but so yeah, and a lot of times, when I first started this video, I was talking about making sure you go deeper into a product. But obviously, at the same time, there's so many products you're looking when you're searching and sourcing that you need to discount products quickly as possible. So that's what you need to be doing. You need to be saying no as quickly as possible to then get to the yeses. And then from there, you can go deeper. So when I look at this one, it's an immediate no. The BSR is too high. The cost is too... the cost is close, actually, but it says the cost is too high. But, BSR right away, no good. And then we can just go through. And it's a tedious and boring thing, to be quite honest with you, sourcing, which is why it's good to probably outsource it. But, you can... this is how you do it. Again, these ones don't look very popular. So, BSR too high. Discount it. Searching again here. And the internet's being a bit slow for me for some reason. Okay, here. So we've got a double wear powder foundation. This one's... No, it looks the blemish... Oh, it's got a blemish box, this one. That's fine. Not the right colour, but maybe there's some options to get different colours in this one. Price is probably too high though. If you take 20% off that, it's about £9, £8, whatever it is. So, yeah, we won't do that one. Bundles could be good. So we can look at this gift set and see if we can find this. Could you split this gift set up? £46 for 3 lipsticks. If we take 20% of that, so what's 46 divided by 10% of 46 is 4.6. Times that by 2 is about £9.20, whatever it is. So we can take £9.20 off here and just call it 9. Takes us to, 46 minus 9, 47. Testing my math here. Just to give you an idea. We've got a interesting... Is this the same thing? This looks kind of interesting. So now I'm a bit curious at this price. It seems too good to be true. I'm going to be honest. But I'm going to open this now and have a look. So you notice I've not actually opened any of these products yet until I've found a bit of some potential. I'm not wasting my time opening these products up until I see the potential. So, I opened this one up, but let's ignore that one. So here we can see this is a gift set of 3 different things with a pink bag. And we've also got the same here. So I'm opening these up now. And I am looking to see. So one thing I saw here, obviously the profit was crazy. The BSR wasn't too bad. Now, it's not many sales per month, but Amazon have this at 150. It gives us plenty of margin here. Now, obviously the first thing we're doing now is making sure that this is the same product. No point getting excited here unless it's the same product. Obviously now what I'm doing is I'm looking at the colours. So we're getting 280, 260, 340. It's probably not going to be the right one. But let's have a look. 280, 260. Wow, it is the same product. Okay, cool. So next thing I'm looking at, especially with cosmetics, and cosmetics and beauty can be quite tricky. You need to make sure that obviously the colours are correct. Then it's the same size as well. You get these, what they call deluxe sizes, which are basically smaller than the full-size bottles. So watch out for those. They're oftentimes not on Amazon. Sorry, I just knocked the mic. So I apologise for those with headphones. What else was I saying? Yeah, just making sure. So we've got the correct colours here, which looks promising. It's 3.5 grams. I mean, lipsticks are all the same size, aren't they? So I think we're good on the size. So item weight total is 10.5. So 3.5 times by 3 is 10.5. Awesome. And, okay, the bag looks the same. Do the lipsticks look the same? They pretty much do, sort of squarish. I'm looking at different pictures now. They come in their own little ones here. Potentially an opportunity to split these up, maybe. Although this already looks good, but potentially to split these up, especially when they come in retail packaging, which is what it's showing. So yeah, what I'm doing now is just basically comparing the images and saying, is this the same product? And it is. You're going to think I've set this up or something, but I genuinely haven't. Let's hope we've got a good product here. I might have to delete this video because it looks so good. Anyway, cool. So the only other thing I'm noticing here is we've matched up the lipsticks. Great. We've matched up the bag. Great. Now we've just got this box. Now it's not critical to necessarily match up the packaging. Oftentimes you can get opportunities where you're selling maybe an older packing or packaging for a product that's being sold as new packaging. But generally, as long as the content's the same, it should be okay. Yeah, so that's just a little tip for you there. Obviously, there's a little bit of a judgment call here, but you know, I don't see why anyone would be upset by this. Now, this is a gift set, by the way, which means you don't want to make sure that it is like, what's the word? People will be gifting this out, which does give you a little bit more leeway in, and I apologize for keep looking over here. It's where anyway, which gives you a bit more leeway in the packaging, because obviously if I'm buying something for someone else, they don't know what it looked like on Amazon, so they'll just be happy to get what they got, as long as it is presented well as a nice gift. But yeah, here we go. This is an interesting one. So I think we've got a good one here. Now, so as far as I'm concerned, as I was saying, packaging wise, I don't necessarily see that we've got the same packaging, but it looks pretty much the same to me, so that's fine. Looks like a slightly bit different box, but we're all good. 3 pure colour Envy Sculpting lipsticks. 3 pure colour Envy Sculpting. So to me, this looks like it's the same, which is awesome. So would I buy this is the next question. Let's just check and make sure we're getting a discount on this. So if we add this to bag, we go to checkout, and I'm going to have to blur out some stuff here. Flash 20, apply, £36.80. Cool. So let's throw that into Seller Amp. 36.8. Now, I'm trying to think if Estee Lauder, so maybe this isn't a lead in terms of the brand. Estee Lauder might be IP now. I've sold it in the past, but yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, what I'm looking at now is going to go on, assume this is a good lead still, but from the, and what I'm looking at now is basically just looking at the history of this product. So we've only ever had like one seller onto this thing, maybe two every now and then. And I'm looking at the price history. And we can see it, this isn't a big seller, by the way. This sells 0.7 per month, which is less than 1 per month according to Keeper, which is really a low seller. But at this price, it's £70. So would you, let's just say it's one sale a month. You know, obviously Amazon listing, would you be willing to sell something at 1 sales per month if you could make £68 profit? I think we all would, especially when it's only like £36.80. But because the profit is so high on this, we could actually probably just come in and try and like sell this for like $99.99 and just be happy with £35. I mean, that's probably what I'd do. I'd probably like buy 5 or 10 of these and send them in and just drop the price. Just, you know, come right down. I can see here in the past this one's been £50. But yeah, you're not going to get many sales out of this one anyway. So the only reason I'm really looking at this is because the profit's so high. So, but you know what? Some of the better products I sell are lower sellers. And, you know, in terms of sales per month, but the profits are higher. Anyway, there's multiple ways to do this on Amazon. So yeah, this one looks good to me. I would absolutely go for this. Don't everyone jump on this, because it only sells 1 per month, essentially. So, but if you drop this down to $99.99, or what's the absolute minimum you can sell this for? Like $79.99? $69.99? Could you see this doing better? if you drop the price down to like £70, and we're just happy to make £14 profit. You know, you can come for 30% ROI. You can probably come all the way down to £59.99, or was it £64.99, something around that, £66.99. Anyway, you know, you get the idea. £65.99 to get 30% ROI. Anyway, there's a product we found, so cool, awesome. We'll carry on. We've got another one here. So what am I doing? We've got another travel kit, or a gift set, I should say. So again, I've just searched it, and I don't see it off the bat. You can sometimes load more Estee, because it's quite a generic thing. We've just searched here, Estee Lauder travel in colour. Now, I normally would just immediately move on, because I can't find it. But having just found this previous one, I'm a little bit excited by this brand. So I probably would just try and see if I can actually find this product on Amazon. And there's a really good tip here as well. And I can't really show it to you. Well, I can. Let me see if I can get it up. If you can't find a product sometimes, what you can do is you can go open up the Amazon app. And this is to make sure I don't give away any information here. Cool. And I apologise, it's really poor quality here. But on this, you can, and I apologise, it's terrible. I'm just going to show you, I'll just show you on the screen anyway. You can go and take a picture of a product using the Amazon app. So that's what I've done now. And I'm going to take a picture of this and see if Amazon will match it up and go from there. And that might be a good way to potentially find this product. So I don't see it on here, but that's just one way that you can, if you can't find a product, maybe you can let Amazon use their AI, ML, you know, to take a picture and then find it. So I don't see it, but you know, it was worth a look. And we'll probably just move on. So on to the next one. And essentially, this is just what you do. You go through, you look through the products like this, and it's just a rinse and repeat. Trying to say no as quickly as possible. Like here, we've got, I think we found it. So this is what is this? This is a liquid makeup 1C0. Liquid makeup. It's a different color. 1C0 makeup. You know, it's not quite the same one. So anyway, you know, with these ones, we can see the BSRs are really high. So probably won't bother. And, you know, we kind of, you know, let's pretend we've gone through all these. You know, avoid the lipsticks because they can be really tricky to find. Even the makeups and stuff, because there's so many different shades, it can be tricky. But that's like, there we go. We've done that, and we've done Estee Lauder. Right, we can get rid of that filter now. And what we can do is go on to the next one. And let's say we want to sell, let's have a look at another brand that might be quite good to do. So a quick look. I'm aware this video has gone on for longer than I expected, but I'm just trying to think of a good brand. I mean, YSL. I can't pronounce it, so that's why I call it YSL. Yves Saint Laurent, I think it is. I don't know. Let's go do this one. So we've got 22 products. Awesome. Cool. Again, it's all the kind of same thing here, you know, in terms of the shades and stuff. But we'll have a look. Couldn't find that one. You know, and you can maybe go a bit deeper into these. I suspect Amazon's struggling with the YSL. They might be actually looking for the particular actual, you know, the actual brand name. I'm not going to say it. I'll embarrass myself. So you could always add that into the search term if you wanted, and see if that will help. But here we can see sales ranks too high, sales ranks too high. This one's a little bit better, but this is BD50. You know, price looks good on this one, B70. But yeah, we can't seem to find it. So you can go deeper if you wanted to. There's nothing else to search here. And we'll just keep going on. Let's see if we can do lipsticks. Let's see if we can find a lipstick. Let's actually be persistent here. We've got a blemish box. It doesn't necessarily matter, so there could be a good opportunity there maybe. So this is One Rogue Extravagant. Again, the sales ranks are just terrible on these, so that's often what happens. You'll find that a lot of these sales are just like the ones that don't sell. So this is why you need to get good at knowing what you're selling and know what the good products are. I'm going to move on from this because I just don't want to get away from lipsticks. There's a lot of lipsticks on here. I wonder if I could do so obviously we can do brand. And by the way, guys, I don't do beauty, so I don't know why I chose beauty to do this as an example, but it's one that a lot of people do. I just find it quite finicky with the colours and stuff. Can we do? It doesn't have categories on here, which is kind of annoying. But I guess this is because this sale actually is all makeup and stuff. Let's do gift sets. So I've just clicked on here to do gift sets. I don't think you can sell L'Oreal, but we'll have a look anyway. See, weirdly, you see here, this gift sets, it doesn't have the one we looked earlier, so you can't always rely on these filters. But L'Oreal, the gift sets don't look great in terms of the BSRs, so probably move on. Have I got that brand still? No, we don't. So look. But yeah, essentially, this is what you got to do over and over. Okay, this one looks promising. The price isn't great. Is this the right one? Okay, BSR is too high. No good. Let's go on to the next one. Volume, million, Fatal. Oh, yeah. Tricky. So let's go back anyway. Not looking that promising. Let me go back. Here we go. Nope. Okay, guys. You get the idea. This is how you do it. I don't do beauty, so I'm not going to tell you what category I do, because I don't want people to jump on it. But this is how you do it. This is pretty much what I do when I search, and I've got to the point now where I know what I'm doing with my category. I know the products, I know the brands. So for me, there's a lot of replans, and I know what I'm looking for in general, and it's much easier for me as time goes on that I do the category that I'm doing. But yeah, hopefully that was useful for you guys anyway. And I think we found a product, by the way. So that we found a legitimate product. Now it doesn't sell much, but the profit is huge on it, and you can kind of artificially kind of increase the sales rank on this by dropping the price down. If you drop the price down to $65.99, I reckon you probably go from more than you might be able to bump this up to 5 or 10 sales a month. Who knows? So, or you're better off doing one sale a month and selling it for $150. Who knows? I'll leave it up to you guys to decide. And I'll be interested to see if anyone jumps on this one, because this actually looks like a legit lead. As long as you can do Estee Lauder. I've got a feeling maybe that brand is now getting restricted. I cannot remember. I have to check my emails. But I've done very well with this brand in the past. Cool, guys. Hopefully you found that useful. Thanks very much. Check out links in description for if you want to get Seller Amp, if you want to join my Discord, if you want to do some coaching. And please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. See you in the next one.